From Dubbo, New South Wales, the Tooheys Challenge Cup Final on the one and only Wide World of Sports.
Hello there and welcome to the Tooheys Challenge Cup Final. It's coming to you from Apex Park in Dubbo. There's the Illawarra Steelers coming down the walkway and making their entrance now onto Apex Park, taken out by Chris Walsh, a team with something like 6 teenagers. It's their youngest ever side of them. Allan Langer taking the Brisbane side out onto the field. Very hot favourites to win the event here tonight. At the teams that are going to play in this match tonight, there's the Brisbane lineup. Hauff, Hancock, Cann on the wings, Renouff in the centres with Johns, Walters at 5/8 and Langer, the captain at halfback. Back of the scrum is Matterson, second row Tessman and Cann, and the front row Lazarus and Hohn with the hooker Kerrod Walters, and they're coached of course by Bennett. The Illawarra side, and let's have a look at them now, with the fullback being David Riolo, on the wings Brett Docherty, and Brett of course proved a match winner in Auckland, McIndoe on the other wing. Fritz, MacGregor, Girdler, Simon. I think you'll find Girdler will play centre and Fritz will play 5/8. Russell at lock, Izzard, Morrissey second row. Walsh is the captain in the front row with Waddell, and Schiffilliti is the hooker. And they're coached by Littlearty, billed as a mini state of origin battle is John Simon, one of the players upon whom Illawarra will rest strongly. Gets us underway. Lazarus comes back, and he was able to make easy yards out to the 22 line. Tessman, lapped up down around the legs by Schiffilliti, Izzard over the top. Now, Mark Hohn, thrown onto the ground by Russell. Ahead goes Cann. Cann met and wrestled to the ground by Illawarra captain Chris Walsh. Back for the kick now to the big fellow Paul Hauff. And Julian O'Neill, the Rookie of the Year in 1991, he served Brisbane so well. He can feel desperately unlucky, I would imagine, not being out there and part of this afternoon. Being available. Docherty now moves in, gets it beautifully, straight over the dot. First points in the Tooheys Challenge final goes to Illawarra. They lead by 2 points to 0.
Taking over the Illawarra Rucks, only a matter of time, I think, Sterlo.
Commentary from two of Australia's great players of years gone by, Peter Sterling and Paul Vaughton. Oh, what a take! What a take! Girdler. That was a Bobby Sampson catch. McIndoe. That was a pressure situation there for Illawarra. If he misses this, we're in awful trouble here, says the Illawarra side, but Girdler was equal to the task.
I like to think just before quarter time, they got another chance to put 2 points on the board. Docherty hit that first one well. I reckon he'll get this one too, Rabs.
So a case there of what is termed unintentional offside. But Harrigan ruling with the attacking side. That's the way you must go. Docherty right in front, maybe a fraction off centre. He's about 28 metres out.
They should be giving leg before decisions.
Here's Docherty now, strikes it sweetly. He's got another 2 points. The Steelers lead by 4 points to 0. There's the siren. And at quarter time in the Tooheys Challenge Cup final, the Steelers 4, across to Cann, and the fact that he had to stoop down to pick it up made him an easy victim to the Illawarra defence. Lazarus, big kick off the boot of the front rower. Riolo taking it nicely out in the deep. He brings it back. Walters was down there with a good chase. Kevin Walters, that is. Now, McIndoe. Well, that's a straight up and down shepherd. Well, and that's bad luck really for Illawarra, but McIndoe had to brush Simon away.
I'm just wondering if he did impede one of the defenders. Here he goes, getting out of dummy half. He runs into John Simon. Well, I don't know. Well, Chris Johnson's turned and protested. Obviously, the referee saw that Johns was the man that was unable to get to the tackle place. So a good opportunity here for Terry Matterson to put first points on the board for Brisbane very early in the second quarter.
But he did give himself up, didn't he, with that fend? Not a bad fend, actually. Best fend he's put on all night. He did give himself up. He just had to maybe take a step back and then take off again. He could end up costing his side 2 points here, McIndoe.
Matterson with the attempt at penalty just outside the 22 line. About 10 metres off centre. Great striker of the ball, and that's what he's got in front of him. Matterson, no mistakes, no frills, but gee, he gets some tremendous results, and that just narrows the gap fractionally. Illawarra leading by 4 points to 2. The goal kickers, they're calling the tune at the moment.
We know what great attacking ability they have in the side. What the Illawarra team must do is maintain concentration. They can't believe that they are going okay. They've got to make sure that they keep the intensity up. As soon as they relax, that's when you get paid for it.
Schiffilliti! Schiffilliti! It's away! It's James Cook. He gets a pass away. He kicks ahead now. Chasing is McIndoe with Curry. Curry takes the ball. And McIndoe makes the tackle.
See, that was a great piece of work by McIndoe there. He saw that he was covered, so he said to the man with the ball, put it through for me, and a great chase. Tony Curry got there first, but some good footy from...
Seconds only remaining, and a big purse waiting for the Illawarra team at the end of the night. Schiffilliti takes the tap. Captain Chris Walsh takes it ahead, and they're 18 metres out from the line. There's the siren. Illawarra are the Cup champions of 1992. No tries. 2 goals to Brett Docherty, 1 to Terry Matterson. And though they weren't able to beat Brisbane back in '89, they went down by 2 points. And though they bowed out to them a year later in the semi-finals, tonight they've overcome their nemesis with a 4-point on 10,000 people were here to see the Illawarra Steelers defeat the Brisbane Broncos in a very tight game of rugby league by 4 points to 2. The footy tab, it has paid a big dividend of $1,858.95. $1,858.95. And now the presentation of trophies, that's ready to go as we go down to the dais. Here's Ray Hadley.
Ladies and gentlemen, 9,900 fans have attended this ground tonight to witness a great final of the Tooheys Challenge. There were no tries scored, but a magnificent game as far as defence was concerned. And the Illawarra Steelers will celebrate long into the night. That's their first win in a major competition since entering the New South Wales Rugby League in 1982.
The man who has been selected as the player of the match, and it's my great pleasure to name number 1 from the Illawarra Steelers, David Riolo.
I'm a bit lost for words. First of all, thanks to Brisbane. We knew they were going to be hard, and they're a great side. Thanks very much. But to our boys, it was fantastic. It was just awesome. We knew we could do it. We did it. To Walsh, Al McIndoe, up the older blokes who helped me especially. It was great. To Muzzer, fantastic. It's just the start of a great year. And most of all to the people of Dubbo, your support. We came here as the underdogs, but we had plenty of support that helped us so much. I'd also like to thank Tooheys, the club, and my parents for all their support too. Thanks very much.
Illawarra Steelers, Chris Walsh.
Firstly to Wayne Bennett, Allan Langer and the Brisbane Blacks. It was a great game, they're a great side and they'll take some stopping this year in the comp. To our blokes, I'm very, very proud to be the captain of your blokes because they showed a great deal of spirit over the last couple of weeks. To Graham Murray, Mosey done a great job last year and the year before with Ronnie Hilditch, and I'm sure you're going to do a great job this year, and we're very happy to have you as coach. Thank you.
1992 Tooheys Challenge Cup winners, their first title ever since joining the league in 1982, the Illawarra Steelers. That takes us away from stanza number 1 of the Nine Networks coverage of rugby league this year.